like years after I started doing it, I've seen somewhere else where like other people actually did it, and I was like, okay, I'm not too far off.
Wow. You know what? I have a lot of, I'm not, like we all have our strengths. Like a lot of times, like when I join Pinterest or different sites that ask what your interest is, and every time it comes like the beauty and fashion, I click it like because I'm a person like that's where I want to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned that I would love to sit in a room with someone that's like into fashion and into beauty, and they say, "Girl, come here. Let me hook you up. I'm gonna do your face. I'm gonna do your hair. I'm gonna put this on." You know, because that's not my strength. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there's so many other people that they own it, and I'll be like, "Okay, just have your way with me. Fix me up. Do whatever." And I'll be a whole new woman. I'll be like, "Oh, okay," because I got two left feet. Like that's just not what I do. Now, when it comes to other
Right.
things, I own it, but that's not my strength. So I'm looking to find some friends that's into that. You had a call the other day. I don't know if it was your call, and someone said, "Do you use your friends? Do you look for certain friends?" And I said, "I look for friends with common interests. I'm looking for friends in the beauty and fashion industry to hook a geek up."
Got it. I would love a friend. Well, I have my cousin, so she definitely has been playing on my face since I can remember, at least four. Yeah, she's been playing on my face. So I do have her if I need to pull inspiration or just need my face beat up real quick. What about you, Annie? Do you have any untraditional beauty trends that you follow or do?
Well, I mean, no, not really. I do exfoliate in the shower, but I don't use a toothbrush. I just have this thing. I don't even know what it's called, but it exfoliates my face when I use it. And yeah, I don't know. I just, like I said, my big thing is natural and like, good to the environment and good for the animals. So as long as it goes like along those lines, I'll try it out. And I do like the under the eye puffy stuff that they have nowadays. That's way too expensive.
Oh, you talking about the little sticker type of thing you put underneath your eye?
No. It's like that. It's a cream that you use a very small amount of, and you just put it under. It's like a collagen cream, and
Okay.
and that stuff works. Yeah, it works wonders. It's amazing, but it's expensive. So.
Okay. And I just asked because, everyone does something different. Sometimes people have, like, beauty things that they do that it may be, like, sound weird to you and me, but they live by it. But we're actually going to take a break, and when we come back, we're actually going to go over some shocking beauty trends that are practiced on the other side of the world. So we're going to talk about that once we come back from our break. Hello, this is Corinne, and here's your news trending story for today. Malik Abdul-Bassett, a rapper, singer, and founding member of The Roots, has died. According to a statement posted on the group's verified Twitter account, he was 47. A publicist for the group confirmed the news. We regretfully inform you of the passing of our beloved brother and longtime Roots member, Malik Abdul-Bassett. The statement reads, "May he be remembered for his devotion to Islam and innovation as one of the most gifted MCs of all time. We ask that you please respect his family in our time of mourning. No cause of death has been confirmed." Now that's it for today's news story.
Real Girlfriends Across America is on Patreon. Please follow us at patreon.com/Real Girlfriends Across America. We strive to bring good content, and we appreciate every show of support. Your donation could make a world of difference. Thank you for listening and all that you do.
And we're back from our break. So now we're going to actually go over 15 shocking beauty trends that are around the world. So we know what we do in the United States. So we basically, we can open up a magazine and see what the beauty trend is. But there is a lot, at least 15 different like crazy beauty trends that I've found. that are not typical for us in the United States. So I'm going to just name a few, and actually, just so you guys, I don't know if y'all even heard of some of these things. So in Thailand, one thing that they do and they consider this to be beautiful, is when you have elongated neck. So what they do is they put rings around their neck, and they actually make their neck longer. Have any of y'all ever heard of that before or seen that?
Yeah,
never in life.
I took a woman's class in college, and there was a lot of stuff I learned about that's pretty crazy around the world that women do in the other countries. That's considered beautiful. It's kind of crazy that it gets to the point where if they were to take them out, that they wouldn't be able to hold their neck up.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's called what again?
So they elongate their neck. So basically, they add rings to their neck to make it longer. And I actually, even before I did the research and seen that come up, I actually seen a special where they were talking about that. And I guess, so to have a long neck where they're from is beautiful. And the crazy part is that on a special that I was watching, if a husband caught his wife cheating on him, they would remove that and they would die.
Really?
So it's weird. Yeah. I mean, it's not typical to what we do here, definitely. And believe it or not, in Iran, they think that it's beautiful to have a button nose. So it's common for them to get a nose job in Iran. And I don't think that's more way off of what we do in the United States, because we think that smaller is beautiful. So someone with a larger nose may get it shrunk down just so that they could feel more beautiful, I guess, or if they feel like a smaller nose is better, and that's what they feel like in Iran.
Okay.
Believe it or not, in France, they believe that they believe in being natural. So in France, they actually, I guess they're the opposite of the beauty industry. So they actually like to go outside without any makeup on. So they actually use minimum of hair products. They keep their face nice and clean, and they do things like daily facials and massages. And it's funny because they say in the USA that our biggest beauty trend is tanning. So I guess that's what we're known for, tanning. Yeah.
I've never tanned a day in my life.
I always make a joke that I tan once in my life and it sucks.
And did you really?
No, I'm black.
Oh, permanent tan. Oh, that girl's so slow. Oh.
I work outside. I like being outside, so I'm very tan, but I don't go to tanning beds. My background, I have an olive skin that tans easily, so I'm one of those.
Really?
Yep.
And that's
cool. Because you look like you tan. I mean, you look like you could definitely tan because your skin looks a little darker.
Yeah, I'm pretty dark. Apparently it's from the Irish. My grandfather was Irish, from Galloway or something, and it was when the Vikings pillaged, and that's where the dark skin came from.
Oh.
So I'm told.
You're what?
No.
So I'm told.
Let me ask you guys. I'm sorry?
I just said, so I'm told that's the story of why I get so dark.
Oh. Well, I'm going to ask you this. So in Africa, actually, their trend is overeating. Would either one of you follow that trend?
Did you say
what do you mean? What's the purpose of that?
So I guess so the bigger the woman is, the more beautiful. And their theory behind that is that when the bigger they are, the more ready they are to snag a husband.
Oh, good Lord!
Really? I never in my life heard of that before. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
their
heart attack rate. It's diabetes rates over there is what I want to know.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that they probably don't even care about that because it's it's like a section in Africa where they follow that, where they feel like bigger is better.
Wow. Well, to each his own then.
Yep.
And
exactly.
It's because the opposite of the United States, which where we're tanning, Japan, they do the opposite. They do skin whitening.
Ah. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in Japan,
I'm going in the bunker.
Like you're more they feel like in Japan that you're more desirable if you have lighter skin.
Oh. Okay, that makes. I mean, I think that when you talk about that, certain people, like I have friends. I've been to Jamaica only on a cruise, but like for example, I have probably at least 5 or 6 different friends that says, "Hey, I went to Jamaica, and when you're in Jamaica, they prefer this, a bigger woman, or this or this." Every country is definitely different with the trend, I guess, or quote unquote what they prefer. So it's really interesting, though. That's really, really interesting. I would love to see, like, I don't know where you're going to post that at, but I would love to see what the different trends and interests are in different companies, because that sounds pretty amazing. And some of that I never even really thought about before.
Yeah, there's so many different, and I know that it depends on where you are in the world, depends on what's desirable. So believe it or not, in like Cairo in Africa, which is another part, it's a different section from the part that we previously spoke about. But I guess in Cairo, they believe that scarring their bodies at a young age is desirable.
Mm.
So they purposely put scars on their body, and that's supposed to be desirable for the opposite sex.
Oh, wow. You said scars?
Yeah. So they'll put scars on their stomachs and their chest, and it's seen as a sign of beauty and sexuality.
Ooh.
And before we end, I'm just going to...
Some things just make me proud that I can make my own choices in life, because I feel like some of those things are, hurting yourself is never something I would look at as good. And scars that are caused by yourself, I mean, I just don't see how that ever, could be something good.
Yeah. Because typically in the United States, if you're scarring yourself, that means that, you're going through something. So, it's the opposite of what we would do here.
Right.
Because if someone is, purposely scarring themselves, you would try to have them seek help. But in Cairo, they are like, okay, that's attractive to us.
Mm.
So I'm going to put a complete list. To each continent, I guess they have their own thing going on. But we're going to actually end now because we have 2 minutes left. But how do you guys feel about the different trends from around the world? And there's actually more that we haven't even talked about, so we're going to put that on our blog. But how do you feel about the trends from around the world?
Well, that's interesting to me, because that's stuff that I actually did not know. And now that you mentioned it, I'm extremely interested into learn about it, because you learn something new every single day. So, I love that. Absolutely.
Cool. What about you, Annie?
Love it.
No, I think it's pretty cool to learn about the different cultures, and actually it's helpful too. I mean, when we come and run into other people, then maybe we if we learn a little bit more, because I would assume different things if I ever saw that, and you know what I mean. So I don't know, maybe I should open my mind a little bit more about looking into that kind of thing.
Me too, Annie. That's what I'm saying, the same thing.
And we're going to add the complete list of 15 shocking beauty trends on our blog. And on that note, we will be back tomorrow. So tomorrow will be our last show for the week. And it's going to be hosted by the lovely Kay. And we will be back tomorrow. So good night, ladies.
Good night. Thank you for having us.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to yet another episode of The Real Girlfriends Across America. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We're here Sunday through Thursday at 9 p.m. EDT time or 6 p.m. PDT time. Make sure you tune in on all of our platforms, and that's anywhere where podcasts are being played. Make sure you visit us at www.realgirlfriend.org or on Instagram at